Dracula is insane. So, I played a lot of games on the current PTB. I don't think I had this much fun for a new character. Maybe Vecna got pretty high, but I just want to keep playing Dracula right now. If the queues weren't absolutely dog water, I would. Dracula comes with pretty bad perks if I'm being honest, but I'll talk about those at the end. Dracula comes with 3 forms. The normal vampire form. In this form, he can shoot out pillars of fire 7 meters in front of him. They act super similarly to Pyramid's Punishment of the Damned. They come out of the ground and reach up to the sky. They can go over anything that's survivor-sized or shorter. Survivors also can't duck it since it comes out of the ground. Thanks to Gojira on Twitter, we know it can go through small holes like shattered windows, which is kinda crazy. It has a painful cooldown to prep and to launch, and after using it, or choosing not to. I did get some zone hits, even in the background footage, but it's not that common. I'm a Nemi fanatic. They're my current secondary, so I know a lot about objects, hitboxes for whips and such, and since these follow super similar logic to it, it's really great for me. They're actually better, at least when it comes to ignoring collision. A very cool power, honestly, very fun. The second form is Wolf form. Supposedly it's bugged from what everyone's been saying. I couldn't find any proof that behavior said it was a bug, so I'll ignore that for now. It's aesthetically awesome. Being a pupper is fucking weird. When in this mode, survivors will drop scent orbs behind them as they move. Basically, a way to additionally track them. When you collect any orbs, you get a speed boost and charge your M2 ability. The M2 is a pounce. It's honestly very short pounce. It doesn't feel super worth it to use. It also has 2 pounces in a row, assuming you don't collide with anything. If you do, you get punished with a cooldown animation. You can also break pallets of the pounce again with a substantial cooldown. The premise is super cool, but I'm unsure how usable this form actually is, with it being supposedly bugged. If it is supposed to be this slow, it's pretty bad. Final form is bat form. You have a slight increased movement speed, you fly over pallets and faults. You can not see the survivors, but you can hear them and see scratch marks, just like Spirit. Some people are complaining about that, but personally, I don't think it matters. I have hearing issues and can track pretty well in this mode, just like with Spirit. I know I'm not perfectly deaf, so there's some nuance there, and I get it. It's also more of a traversal ability, so tracking isn't really the point anyway. You also can teleport to vaults and down pallets in an area. I don't know the range, but it functions a lot like Dredge's teleport. The bats have a lullaby for some reason. They are really, really loud, so it's super noticeable. I don't understand the point of that. Maybe it's for the hard of hearing. I'm not fully sure because they haven't done that for any other killer really. The perks, they exist. They're there. Oh boy, they do things yep. A lot of people are scared of Hex Wretched Fate. After one gen is repaired, a random totem becomes a hex. Only the obsession is afflicted with this hex. It reduces gen speed of the obsession by 30%. People are super scared of the potential with Pentimento. The thing is, this perk only activates once. It's worded poorly, but in gameplay it's just the first gen. So it guarantees 1 Penti totem. But otherwise, it really doesn't combo well. You'll have to have a full totem build to get used out of both perks at the same time. Human Greed lets us see the aura of unopened chests. Also, survivors within 8 meters are revealed and stay revealed for 3 seconds outside of that range. You can now kick chests closed, and they are 50% faster to open after doing so. The kick has a 60-second cooldown. The perk does basically nothing. 16 meters speed of aura reveal sounds good on paper, though you have no control on where it is. Also, losing it if a survivor opens the chest is kind of wild. Dominance. Whenever a serve interacts with a totem or a chest for the first time, the entity blocks it for 8 seconds. You can see the aura of whatever thing is being affected. This has a niche used to protect your hexes, but otherwise is pretty poo-poo. Trevor was the survivor for this chapter, and I don't know Castlevania, so I do not have an opinion, unfortunately. I'll talk about his perks in a separate video, so I'll play the rest of the gameplay in the background, and if you'd like to see it, cool. If not, you can go ahead and head out. Have a good one. If you liked, consider liking. That'd be pretty neat. And maybe even subscribing. I would deeply appreciate it. But again, that is all up to you. But anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Destiny can be quite fun at times. What an emotional display. Die already.
Oh.